All right, the scene inside this Las Vegas high school where they're chanting pass a bill, pass a bill. The president putting the onus on Republicans who he says have forced him to do something that now these folks on the outside of that high school think is unconstitutional. Many rallying to say that the president should be impeached for this action. They're not happy on the outside. They seem to be almost robotic on the inside. But let's say this is still a very, very divisive issue. That immigration plan, though, is for many a retirement plan, and that is because the president's decision to grant up to 5 million deportation delays includes this little addition. Every one of them is going to get a Social Security number. Usually that means they become eligible for a bunch of stuff, including retirement benefits. And Federation for American Immigration Reform Executive Director Julie Kircher says that is just for starters. What does that give you then, Julie? When you get a Social Security number, that's a gateway to a lot of other things, right?
Yes, it is, Neil. Basically, the Social Security number will make you eligible for all sorts of tax credits, the most important being the Earned Income Tax Credit, which is worth a lot of money to American families. A Social Security number, after a while, after sufficient work history, you're also going to be eligible for Medicare. But really, the scope of this executive amnesty is sweeping. The illegal aliens covered by it are going to be eligible for Obamacare. They're going to be eligible for unemployment benefits. In addition, they're going to be eligible at the state level for benefits under Medicaid, and they'll be getting driver's license. Virtually every state is going to issue an illegal alien a driver's license under the president's plan. All
right, but let's say they do come out of the woodwork, the shadows, whatever you want to say, or the president says, Julie. If they're paying taxes, so in other words, they're part of the economy and footing the bill and sharing in the expense, because a lot of these other benefits come much later. Is it worth it in that regard?
Well, let's keep in mind that these illegal aliens, they've been working illegally, and they can claim those credits worked illegally for Social Security. And these aliens should not be working.
How can they do that?
Because the law does not prohibit them. And this is really what the problem has been with our immigration system, is that there's not specificity in the law, and basically these agencies work on their own, and they just give Social Security numbers to anyone unless the law specifically prohibits it.
All right, so play this out now. This crowd is chanting inside as the president speaking, pass a bill, pass a bill. Let's say Republicans within the next 6 months pass a bill that has some of the things they want, like tougher enforcement at the border, et cetera. A path to citizenship would almost have to be part of that. The president, even with some Republicans, say you can't deport millions at this stage. So how likely is that? And if for Republicans, what do they do shy of some of these court measures they're threatening?
Well, basically, I reject the notion that amnesty has to be part of any bill that's passed. Republicans have said repeatedly that they want small, targeted bills that tackle specific issues, and Congress can do that. The president has challenged them to pass a bill, and they can do it. And
but does that include, Julie, does that include this pathway to citizenship, or something that recognizes the reality it's going to be very hard to deport millions of people, so get them moving, albeit with all these other provisions, toward becoming citizens? Or because the president, I would imagine, wouldn't accept anything short. Republicans, I would imagine, wouldn't accept anything less than tough enforcement at the border, and there's the lock.
Well, look, the first priority of Congress should be to undo the damage that the Obama administration has done. From day one, it has gutted immigration enforcement. And I would argue that Congress has no business giving amnesty to anyone until it repairs that damage.
Interesting, interesting, interesting. Julie, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
To Julie's point, fast-tracking illegals, pulling a fast one on immigrants, like Virginia Prodam, who's here actually legally. Welcome, Virginia. So I'm thinking of you, someone following all the rules, going by the book, and there now is this fear, I guess, that a lot of folks are going to jump ahead of you.
Thank you for having me. I believe that we watched yesterday and we watched today the President of the United States just going against his oath, the Constitution, and abandoning us as United States citizens. I really believe that we have laws in the book, immigration laws, that we can apply, and we can respect the laws. We are a country of laws, and we want to remain a country of laws. And we believe that we can work and convince this president to go back to constitutional roots, because our rights are not coming from a government or from a president, but they are coming from God, and fighting for our rights and for our freedom. That's a privilege that is denied to many people around the world. So I am very enthusiastic. I believe in the resilience of the American people, and I believe that we can restore America to a country of laws. And I am one of the persons that benefited as a political refugee from communist Romania 26 years ago. I came and I watched sadly that this country, with our president right now, going from respecting the law to turning back our attitudes, or his attitudes towards the law. And it's
well, Virginia,
sad,
do a lot of your clients, I'm sorry, do they feel the same way that those who are going through the process, wanting to know how they proceed from here? Are they bitter? Are they angry that all of a sudden those who got here illegally, those who did things against all the laws, all the rules, all the books, are now, given sort of front and center attention?
I hear from my clients that sometimes they feel that they are considered by the government stupid, or they are considered by the government, they are punished for waiting in line and respecting the law. We noticed after June 15, 2012, the adoption of Obama administration of DACA, that the legal immigration process started to suffer huge delays, and many of resources were taken from legal applicants to the DACA applicants.
Bottom line, they're upset. We're pushed for time here, and I apologize, but very, very interesting, Virginia. We're going to follow closely. We'd love to have you back to find out what happens now. Forget about what they do.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. What do you think Jesus would do?
That's what makes us Americans.